Okay, so it's time, guys. We can start. So, firstly, hello. Good evening, everyone. I know it's been long we met. I think the last class we had was on Monday. Anyways, on Monday we finished doing the chapter. What was the chapter? Vijayanagara, right? Like the Imperial capital Vijayanagara. We finished that chapter, which basically means we've done the term 1 syllabus entirely once, right? So that's a good point, right? So nonetheless, today will be the last class to complete the syllabus officially by concluding it with a quiz. So therefore we have a mentee quiz today, right? So I'm hoping everybody's geared up and excited for the quiz. Anyways, so a couple of you are already here. Hi Suhana. Hi Reena. Shweta is also here. Hi Shweta, good evening. Okay, cool. So I'm hoping other people will also join in the next couple of minutes. In the meantime, without wasting any time, I'll just quickly do the introductions part, right? Then we can quickly move on to the quiz. So just give me like 3-4 minutes. I'll finish the introductory part. Yeah. So as most of you all know, my name is Nikitha and I'm the history educator here at Unacademy Scholars channel, and I take classes for both standard 11th and 12th. So there's a Telegram scholars channel which already exists for a very long time now. The link for that is in the description below of this video. I highly urge you all to go join it because it's very gives you updates regarding what's happening on the YouTube channel per se, like be it cancellation of classes or postponing of classes, whatever the schedules are, you will be given intimation on the Telegram channel. So highly advised to join it. And there's an Unacademy Emerge test that happens every week. This is specifically for standard 10th and 12th, which means it's applicable to you. And these are basically free live mock tests. And these are aligned with the latest CBSE guidelines, so that will act as some kind of practice for your term 1 boards. Again, the link for that Emerge test is in the description below of this video. So go check that out and enroll yourselves and take part in the quiz every week. A little bit about the Unacademy's Plus features. The thing is, you can actually sit at your own houses and listen to the live classes taught by top educators of India, and all of these are available on one single platform. And there's unlimited access to all the courses from various subjects and disciplines. There are regular doubt clearing sessions, answer writing sessions. Along with that, practice tests and live test series are also available. Nextly, there is exhaustive coverage of syllabus. Like every educator makes sure that he or she is covering every theme or topic according to the CBSE syllabus, right? And there's mentorship provided, there's guidance provided to you all, along with access to study materials, which are usually in the form of PDFs. Again, very highly helpful during your revision times. A little bit about the pricing per se for Unacademy Plus. There are 6 ranges. Firstly, there's a 3-month subscription. Then there's 9, 12, 15, 18 and 24 respectively. The prices are clearly listed just beside the durations. So have a look at them and feel free to subscribe to whichever one you feel comfortable. And moving on to Iconic, here the features are even better and greater than Plus, in the sense that there's personal mentorship provided to you, there are live doubt solving sessions, there are weekly reports. Alongside that, there's also a provision for direct parent connect, and study planners are also provided, right? So these are a couple of features. And Iconic pricing might hike a little bit because of the special features, but the durations are the same, just like Plus. Again, the prices are clearly up on the screen for every duration. So have a look at them and go ahead with whichever one you want to. And lastly, before starting the session or the quiz for today, let me just tell you that there is some kind of special content which you can actually access through using a particular code, which is you can use this one, which is TUM10, right? So where do you use it, right? Like you need to firstly download the Unacademy's learning app on your mobile phone using the Google Play Store, and then log into the app with proper credentials, and then select your goal, which is 12 standard. Click on the menu button on the top left corner and select special. So then you can enter this code and you'll be basically given access to the special content. So that's how you access the content. Okay, that's a little bit pitch we had for today. Time for the quiz. Cool. Guys, if y'all have any gadgets or like the existing gadget with you, just go to your Chrome browser, click on, just type www.menti.com. And it'll ask you for a code. Enter the code. It's up on the screen here. 8171 4332. Okay, start joining guys quickly so that we can start. Also, like, call up your friends in case anybody wants to join. Okay. I'm repeating the code once again. It's 8171 4332. Quickly call up. We'll just give it 1 minute for people to join, and after that we'll start. So just like patiently wait for 1 minute, guys. Okay, Reena is asking, how are you, ma'am? I'm actually doing very great, Reena. Thanks for asking. I'm hoping everybody else is doing good, right? I know it's exams are coming. It's kind of stressful, but like honestly, like chillax, guys. Y'all will do well. The dates are out, right? Like I think history is on December 20th. Yeah, there's still a lot of time. In the meanwhile, we can have lots of quizzes and revisions. So don't worry about that. Anyways, people are slowly joining. Okay. If that is it, we can start. Okay, I think it's already like time. We'll start, but if anybody wants to join in between, they can continue from wherever we are doing it, right? And in case because of some technical problems, if you are not able to join Menti, you can keep giving your answers in the YouTube chat box itself, right? I'll have a look at them also. So cool. So today is basically a quiz on the whole chapter of Vijayanagara Empire, and it's mostly MCQs, but like towards the end of the questions we also have a couple of true or false questions, right? And these are like 28 questions. I know it's an odd figure, but chalta hai, yeah. So we have 28 questions. There's 30 seconds timer for every question, so like read the question properly, read the options properly, because sometimes they might be confusing, especially in regards to the years, right? So all the best, guys. Do well. Yeah, cool. We will start. Okay, question number 1. It's up on your screens. Another name of Vijayanagara city was dash. Starting off with a simple question. The question is, what is the other name of Vijayanagara city? Is it Fatehpur Sikri? Is it Hampi? Is it Hastinapur or Nagalparam? Okay, that's a fairly simple question. I wanted to start off with an easy one, and all of y'all got this right. Good job, guys. So we'll quickly have a look at the leaderboard and then we can move on to the tougher part. Okay, Shweta was the fastest. Good job, Shweta. Somebody is having a problem with the Menti. Suhana, can you please like try refreshing your page or like exit and like join again, like do something? Otherwise, if that still doesn't work, just keep answering in the chat box, right? Okay, like whoever's having a problem, just like log out and then join again, guys. Okay, Anita has an answer on the chat box. She says Humpy. Right, Anita. Cool. So that's the results. Guys, does everybody is facing the same problem? Like, everyone can't see the questions on the screen. I think it's a problem with only like few screens. Just try rejoining because all of these people have given the answers, right? Okay, the guys who have given the answers like Shweta, Kushi, Tanishka and all, y'all can see the questions, right? And that's how y'all gave the answers. Why is it that only like few of y'all can see and few can't? Okay, we'll try with the next question. If you still can't see the second question, then we'll like do something about it. Yeah, just try the next question as well, the second one. Okay, quickly have a look at question 2 and then tell me if you can see the question or not. When was the Vijayanagara kingdom established? Can you all see the question on the screen? When was the Vijayanagara kingdom established? 1326, 1327, 1336, 1337. These are the options. Okay, this is a problem then. Nobody is able to see the questions. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'll try to figure this out. Can you all see right now? I did restart the Menti, yeah. So, like, guys, can you see the questions right now? Okay, still y'all can't. There is some glitch with the Menti. I am not sure what we can do about this. Okay. Guys, I am really not sure what we can do about this, but can I like repeat the question twice or thrice and then you'll be giving answers in the YouTube chat itself? What works for you? Should I like repeat the question twice or thrice, because options are visible for you on the screen, right? So that you can select the correct answer, or y'all can give the answers on the YouTube chat itself if that is okay with you. Because now though I can't shift the presentation to the PPTs, it'll take time. So okay, Suhana and Reena says that's okay. Cool, then we'll do that. Okay, we're done with the second question, but we'll quickly move on to the third. I'm hoping it's visible now. I kind of restarted the presentation, but like nonetheless, the question's up. The first dynasty that ruled over Vijayanagara Empire was dash. Which dynasty was the first one to rule over Vijayanagara Empire? Was it Suluva? Was it Sangama? Was it Tuluva or Aravidu dynasty? Which dynasty is that? Okay, fair enough. A couple of y'all are answering in the Menti, a couple of y'all in the chat box. I'm really sorry for the glitch, but today we'll be continuing like this. But nonetheless, don't worry. We'll be having another quiz on Vijayanagara and then we'll do it perfectly, right? So don't worry about that. But anyways, the answer is Sangama dynasty, right? It is the first dynasty as a part of the 4 different dynasties which ruled over Vijayanagara. So whoever has given the answer B, it is absolutely right. Yeah, I will definitely read out the questions aloud, Yash, probably like 3-4 times, so don't worry about that. Cool. So that's Sangama. I mean, there's no point looking at the leaderboard if most of you are not participating in the Menti. So like I'll just quickly skip these slides. Okay, question number 4. Local goddess of Vijayanagara was called as dash. What is the name of the local goddess of Vijayanagara? Was it Parvati? Was it Durga? Was it Lakshmi or Pampa Devi? The question is, what is the local goddess of Vijayanagara called as? Okay, that's a fair answer. Fairly simple. She's known as Pampa Devi, right? Pampa Devi was madly in love with Lord Virupaksha. Like that is a whole different story. But like we know that the local goddess was Pampa Devi. Yeah. So that's the answer. Whoever has given it D on the YouTube chat, you're absolutely right, guys. Okay. Cool. We'll quickly have a look at question 5. Which of these rivers was the major source of water for Vijayanagara? Major source of water for Vijayanagara. Which river was it? Was it river Kaveri, river Krishna, river Tungabhadra or river Mahanadi? Which river was the major source of water for Vijayanagara? Okay, I knew this is kind of little tricky and I kind of guessed that somebody might get it wrong because we've never talked about the major source of water for the city itself, but we've always talked about the Krishna Tungabhadra Doab, right? Like that Raichur Doab. So I thought like people might be confused between Krishna and Tungabhadra, but nonetheless most of y'all got it right. Good job, guys. So whoever's given C in the chat box, absolutely right. Okay. Question number 6. When was Hampi declared as the place of national importance? When was Hampi declared as a place of national importance? Is it in the year 1976? Is it in 1980, 1982 or 1986? The question is, when is Hampi declared as the place of national importance? Okay, that's a fair distribution, and more than half of you all got this right. The answer is 1976, right? And I think people got confused between 1986 because there is 1986 is also a special date when it comes to Hampi. So what is the difference, right? In 1986, Hampi is declared as the World Heritage Center. Yeah, so World Heritage Center is different and national importance is different, right? So national importance is in 1976, World Heritage Center is in 1986. So don't get confused between those dates, guys. They're like a decade apart, so have a okay. Yash, see, again, that's what I'm saying. You might be confused between 1986 because then it was recognized as the World Heritage Center. So, like, just look at your textbook, Yash. It's 1976. So, Hana, I can't do anything from my end. So, like, just let it be. I know that Suhaba is you, right? So, chillax. I know it's you. Okay, question 7. Anyways, the Battle of Tallikota was fought between the organization of Deccan Sultanate and which Vijayanagara king? Basically, the question is, which Vijayanagara king fought the Battle of Tallikota? Was it Krishnadevaraya? Was it Ramaraya? Was it Sadashivaraya or none of the above? Which Vijayanagara ruler was involved in the Battle of Tallikota? That's the question. Okay, I'm surprised nobody got this right. But okay, like Suhana got this right, Anita got this right, but on the Menti nobody did. Guys, I mean, fair enough, like Krishnadevaraya is like the most popular king like of the whole Vijayanagara empire. That's why you might have gotten confused between him, but Ramaraya was also involved in Battle of Tallikota, but Ramaraya was never a ruler of Vijayanagara empire, right? Like he was never a king. He was a minister under Sadashivaraya. Right? So I'm asking under whose reign or under whose rule which king was actually involved in Battle of Tallikota? The answer is Sadashivaraya. But Ramaraya was also involved in the battle in the position of a prime minister under Sadashivaraya. Right? So I'm hoping you all get the difference there. Ramaraya is never a king. Yeah? Exactly, like chief minister, prime minister, like chief advisor to the king. These are all the positions that are given to Ramaraya. Yeah? You're right, Suhana, there. Okay, Mantasha also got this right. Good. Okay, we'll quickly move on to the next one. Question 8 of 28. Which Persian ambassador visited the Vijayanagara Empire? Was it Domingo Pace? Was it Niccolo de Conti? Was it Abdur Razak or Duarte Barbosa? The question is, which Persian ambassador visited the Vijayanagara Empire out of all these 4 options? Basically, who is a Persian ambassador, right? Okay, the time is almost up. Most all of you all got this right. The answer is Abdur Razak, right? So Abdur Razak, like there was one prominent king in Iran, like present day Iran. That day it was called as Persia, and Abdur Razak was actually like a messenger slash ambassador of that Persian king. So he took a water boat route, right? Like he didn't come through land. He came via the ocean, traveled through the Arabian Sea, like Gulf and all, and then finally he reached the region of Calicut in the 15th century, right? In the 15th century, only three scholars slash ambassadors came to Vijayanagara Empire, and out of those three, Abdur Razak is the one Persian. Yeah. Okay, that's the answer. Yash has a question in the meanwhile. It's Rakshas Tangadi fought between Ramaraya and all three sultans. Yash, you're right. Rakshasi Tangadi is a battle between a coalition of Deccani sultanates, which are these three sultans, right? Bijapur, Bidar, and Ahmednagar. So all of them came together and fought against Vijayanagara. The king was Sadashivaraya, and Sadashivaraya's prime minister slash chief minister was Ramaraya, right? Ramaraya basically led the forces of the Vijayanagara troops. Yeah, so that's why we hear Ramaraya name a lot. But the actual king who was on the throne that time is Sadashivaraya, right? I'm hoping that clarifies your doubt, Yash. Okay. Cool. There's no point looking at the leaderboard. Question number 9. Which traveler called the Mahanavami Dibba as the house of victory? Was it Duarte Barbosa? Was it Fanao Nunez? Was it Domingo Pace or Abdur Razak? Repeating the question again, which traveler called the Mahanavami Dibba as the house of victory? In one of his writings, he calls Mahanavami Dibba as the house of victory. So like, who was it? Okay, the answer is Domingo Pace, and like half of y'all got this right. Fair enough. Again, like Domingo Pace, the excerpt from his writing, there are so many excerpts in your textbook. So like if you go by them, he also says that Mahanavami Dibba, along with the audience hall, which is also a part of the royal center of Vijayanagara city, he called both of them together as the house of victory. Right? So that's Domingo Pace. Yeah, the answer is C, guys. Okay. Question number 10. On which of the following occasions was the ceremony performed at Mahanavami Dibba? The options are marriage of the king, worship of the state horse, victory over the enemy, and all of the above. On which of the following occasions was the ceremony performed at Mahanavami Dibba? Time is almost up. Okay. It's not all of the above, guys. For some reason, most of y'all gave it all of the above, but it's not. The actual answer is worship of the state horse, right? It's clearly written in your textbook under the Mahanavami Dibba portion. So I urge y'all to go back to the textbook and read it properly. Yeah, like marriage of the king, victory over the enemy, these events are celebrated. Yes, agreed. Like these are great occasions, they are celebrated and all, but they were never celebrated at Mahanavami Dibba. Right? Only the worship of the state horse is celebrated during the time of Navratri, or like Durga Puja. Yeah? So it's just the worship of the state horse. Okay. Question number 11. Who established the Vijayanagara kingdom? Fairly simple question. Who was responsible for establishing the Vijayanagara kingdom? Was it Hasan Gangu? Was it Krishna Deva Raya? Was it Harihara and Bukka or Ramaraya? Which of these following was responsible for establishing the Vijayanagara kingdom? Fairly simple question. So please get this right. Yeah, answers are up on the screen and also in the chat box. The answer is C, right? The answer is Harihara and Bukka. These are two brothers, right? Harihara is the elder brother and Bukka is the younger sibling. So both of them were once upon a time military commanders under some other kingdom, and once they gained the power and resources, they established their own kingdom, right? So basically they belong to the Sangama dynasty. And guys, please don't get confused between Krishna Deva Raya again, because Krishna Deva Raya is like one name which everybody knows, right? Because he's very, very famous. But that doesn't mean he founded the kingdom. Yeah? So don't get confused between those options. Okay. Okay. Question number 12. Krishna Deva Raya belonged to which dynasty? Typical. What did he belong to? Sangama dynasty or Tuluva or Saluva or Aravidu? Krishna Deva Raya, the famous king, which dynasty did he belong to? Again, a fairly simple question, I would assume. Yeah, the answers are up. The answer is Tuluva, right? Again, it's a fact, no conceptual explanation needed, but just like a side note, there is a possibility that the chronological order of these dynasties may be asked in your term 1 boards. So just to fresh up your memory, the first of the 4 dynasties are Sangama, the second is Saluva, the third is Tuluva, to which Krishna Deva Raya belongs, and the last of the dynasties which ruled over Vijayanagara is Aravidu, right? Sangama, Saluva, Tuluva and Aravidu. So just remember the chronological order. Okay. Question 13. Which of the following statements is correct regarding Mahanavami Dibba? The first is, it's a high platform with slots for pillars at a dose and regular intervals. Option B, it's a massive platform located one of the highest points in the city. Third option, place where the king met his advisors, or all of the above. The question is regarding Mahanavami Dibba, and which of these statements are correct about Mahanavami Dibba? Okay, again only like 1% got this right. It's option B, guys. It's a massive platform located on one of the highest points in the city. That looks pretty obvious, but regarding the option A, as I was telling you, it's a concrete, like solid structure, right? Like there's no way any person could enter inside the dibba. So in that case, it doesn't have regular intervals pillars. So y'all might be confused between the audience hall, right? Like audience hall had a lot of pillars, but not the Mahanavami Dibba. So like the answer is only B. It's option B. So correct that. Okay. Pradyuman, unfortunately I can't. These sessions are only going to be in English. I can't speak Hindi. Yeah. So therefore I can't translate. Okay, Anjali is here with us. Hi Anjali, good evening. Okay, cool. We'll quickly move to the next question. Question number 14. Which of the following temples were meant for private use of the king? Which is that one temple where only like king and his family used it, right? The first option is Vitala temple, then there's Virupakshi temple, or is it Hazara Rama temple or Chandikeshwara temple? Which of these was meant for the private use of the king and his family? Okay, whoever has given the answer as C on the chat box as well as on the Menti, the answer is C, right? So it's Hazara Rama temple, again like fairly obvious. Only like his family and like his close people were allowed to go and worship in the temple, right? And it's a Rama temple as the name suggests. Okay. Question 15. Stories from which epic are depicted on the walls of Hazara Rama temple? Is it Mahabharata? Is it Silapadikaram? Is it Mani Mekalai or Ramayana? The question is, stories from which of the following epics are depicted on the walls of Hazara Rama temple? Okay, the time's up and the answer is Ramayana, right? It's option D. Who's ever got it right on the YouTube chat, it's option D. Also like Silapadikaram and Mani Mekalai are also epics, but they're not Indian epics, they are Tamil epics, right? But Mahabharata and Ramayana are Indian epics, and out of those two, in the Hazara Rama temple, like the name is obvious, right? Rama temple. So like obviously the scenes from Ramayana will be depicted. Yeah? Okay. Question 16. Which of the following statements is correct regarding the Amaranayaka system? Read the options carefully, guys. The Amaranayakas were traders. Main features of the Amaranayaka system were derived from the Mansabdari system of Mughals. Kings had no control over the Amaranayakas, or they were military commanders who were given territories to govern. Which of the following statements is correct with regards to Amaranayaka? Okay, that's a fairly perfect answer. The answer is option D, right? Firstly, like if you listen to the word Amaranayaka, the first thing that should come to your mind is that they are military commanders. Yeah? So military commanders who were given territories to govern by the Raya. And like who's ever got the option B, which is the Mansabdari system, guys, Mansabdari system is a part of Mughal thing, like Mughal Empire. Mughal Empire came much later after the Vijayanagara rule, right? So there's no way Vijayanagaras might have copied this from Mughals. Yeah, so option B is wrong. Yeah. Okay. It's question number 17. Up on your screens. Which of the following statements is or are correct with regards to Virupaksha temple? Its hall in front of the main shrine was built by Krishnadeva Raya. It has a unique shrine designed as chariot. The principal deity was generally worshipped in Maharashtra, or all of the above. The question is, which of the following statements are correct with regards to Virupaksha temple? Virupaksha temple. Again, the answer is option A. I'm sorry whoever's got this all of the above, but it's not. Guys, the features of option B and C, where the designing of a chariot and the worshipped in Maharashtra points, they are true in the case of Vitala temple. not Virupakshi. So like don't get confused between temples. The option A is correct because Krishnadevaraya built the hall in front of the main shrine for Virupakshi, but chariot is a part of Vitala, and also the principal deity of Vitala temple was worshipped in Maharashtra, right? So again, all of the above is wrong. Yash, it's correct only, Yash. I mean, I get it, like you're upset because your answer is wrong probably, but like the answer is option A. It's not all of the above. Yeah, like just go back to your textbook and check, because chariot and all, they are functions of Vitala temple but not Virupakshi. My question is regarding the Virupakshi. Yeah. Okay. Kanan and Kanishk, like just try keep answering in the YouTube chat itself because Menti has some kind of glitch. So like I get it, you all joined late, but like just keep answering in the chat box itself. Okay, question 18. The ruins at Hampi were brought to light in the year 1800 by whom? Like by dash. Was it Alexander Greenlaw? Was it Colonel Colin Mackenzie or Fernando Nunes or J.F. Fleet? Who actually discovered the ruins of Hampi in the year 1880? That's the question. Again, a fairly simple one, I'm assuming. Okay, the time's up, and yes, all of you are absolutely right. The answer is Colin Mackenzie, right? We even had like a whole source box dedicated to him in the beginning of the chapter. He was responsible for the reconstruction of the Hampi and like Vijayanagara history to a greater extent than anybody else. Yeah, so that's his importance. Kanishka, that is exactly the glitch we are facing with Menti. So that's why what people are doing is giving answers in the YouTube chat itself. So that's why I asked you to answer in the YouTube chat. So yeah. I get it, Kanishk, but it's technology glitches. Even in the fast-paced world, we do have sometimes where technology doesn't work. So like, we have to bear with that. Anyways, we'll move on to question 19. Which goddess is called Pampa, or like Pampa Devi, the local goddess of Vijayanagara? She is a form of the which goddess? Is it goddess Parvati? Is it goddess Saraswati, goddess Devi, or goddess Lakshmi? Which of these following goddesses took the form of Pampa? Okay, the time is up, and the answer is option A. It's goddess Parvati. So like again, factual point, no concepts involved. So we'll quickly move on to the next. Yeah, like whoever's got this A is right on the chat box. Cool. So we'll move on to question 20. The Battle of Tallikota took place in which year? Again, a very, very important question. Did it happen in 1560 or 1565 or 1570 or 1575? The question I'm repeating again. In which year did the Battle of Tallikota take place? Read the options carefully, guys. The answer is option B. Most of y'all got this right. It's 1565, right? So just like by heart the date or do whatever, but like this is a very important point to remember. Like anything related to the war of Tallikota, right? To the battle of Tallikota. Which year did it happen? Between whom did it happen? All of these factual questions are important. So like just go over that part again in your textbook in case y'all want to remember it forever. Yeah. So the option is B, 1565. Um, Question number 21. Krishnadevaraya composed a book on statecraft called as Amukta. In which language? The name of the book is given, but which language was it composed in? Is it Tamil? Is it Kannada? Is it Telugu or Sanskrit? Which language was the book Amukta composed in by Krishnadevaraya? Okay, fair enough. The answer is Telugu, right? So, yeah, like again, the hack here is even though Krishnadevaraya's mother tongue was Kannada, it's a fun fact, yeah? Krishnadevaraya's mother tongue was actually Kannada. But surprisingly, he had a good grip on Telugu, and that is why he started writing so many books in Telugu rather than Kannada. Right? So, that's a fun fact. Anyways, the option is C, and yeah. Quickly, the next question, question 22. Amara was derived from a Persian term Amir, which means dash. This is in a box in your textbook. The term Amara was derived from a Persian term Amir, but what does the word Amir mean? Is it ruler, or does it mean high noble? Does it mean conqueror, or does it mean a warrior? What is the meaning of the word Amir? Okay, the answer is option B, right? It's high noble. Again, literal translation, so like no conceptual points involved. So I'll quickly move on to the next. Guys, just quickly give me 1 second. I think my internet is acting up. Okay, y'all are still there with me. Cool. So, question 23. Kudure Chatti is a community of dash. Like, which occupation did the Kudure Chatti people follow? Were they goldsmiths? Were they potters? Were they merchants or farmers? A very famous community. They're called as Kudure Chattis. It's a local community. In which occupation were they involved? Were they goldsmiths, potters, merchants or farmers? Okay, fair enough. The answer is option C, right? Kanan, Anita, others who's given option C as the answer. Absolutely right. It's merchants, right? So where did we come across this again? While we were talking about the horse trade, which used to happen between the Arabia, like Saudi Arabia region and the Indian subcontinent. During that background, we came across this community of Kudure Chattis, right? They were basically involved in horse trade. Okay. Utkarsh, not a problem. Like today, there's no point like looking at the leaderboard on the Menti because it's messed up. There's some technical glitches happening. Don't worry. Like at the end of the day, you have to learn something from the Menti quiz, and I'm hoping you're learning something. Yeah. If it's still not working, just keep answering in the chat box. So like, chill. Okay, question 24. Pick the odd one out with regards to Vijayanagara Empire. These are a list of dynasties actually, like empires. What is the odd one here? Is it Gajapatis? Is it Ahmednagar Sultans? Is it Golconda Sultans or Chalukyas? What is the odd dynasty here with regards to the Vijayanagara Empire? Yeah, fair answer. The answer is Chalukyas. More than half of you all got this right. Fair enough. So again, there has to be a reason, right? So the reason here is Gajapatis, Ahmednagar Sultans, Golconda Sultans, they are all contemporaries of Vijayanagara Empire. What does this mean? They are during the same time period, like same 14, 15, 16 centuries. And more often than not, they have been in regular conflicts, right? Especially to capture that Raichur Doab, the Krishna Tungabhadra Doab. All of these territories, all of these kingdoms, they actually fought for the Doab, right? But Chalukyas are not contemporaries. They preceded the Vijayanagara Empire, right? So that is why it's the odd one out. Okay. Question 25. I think we have like true or false now. Royal Center was situated in the southwestern part of the settlement. Is this statement true or false? Royal Center was situated in the southwestern part of the settlement. Again, simple because we've dealt about this a lot. Is the statement true or false? Okay, the answer is true, right? So we've looked at like what the design of a city is, like it had many boundaries and all the territories were divided, like classified according to what constitutes the category, right? Like for example, the southwestern part is the royal center, the northern part had the sacred center and all that stuff. Yeah, so the city is highly classified. Yeah, the answer is true, Utkarsh. Okay, question 26. The most beautiful building in the royal center was named as Mahanavami Dibba by the Britishers. I'm so sorry, there's no option 3 there. It's just true or false. Just select between true or false. Regarding the statement is the most beautiful building in Royal Center was named as Mahanavami Dibba by Britishers. Is it true or false? Time is up. Okay, that's a equal distribution of answers, but I would say the answer is false. So who's ever given this as true, just go back to your textbook, check it. The answer is false because Mahanavami Dibba, though it is great, though we have talked about that in great detail, it was never called as the beautiful building by the Britishers. In fact, if you remember properly, we've also discussed about the Lotus Mahal, right? So Lotus Mahal was actually called as the beautiful building in the Royal Center by the Britishers. So that's why the statement is false. Okay. Question number 27. I think this is also a true or false question. Yeah. All royal orders were in Telugu script. Is the statement true or false? I'm really sorry, just ignore the option 3. It's not a part of the question. Just select true or false. The question is all royal orders were in Telugu script, like they were issued in Telugu script. Is it true or false? Okay, the answer is false, absolutely right. And why is it false? The reason is because all the orders were issued in Kannada script. Yeah, so that's the hack there. Okay, I think we have one last question to deal with. Yeah, question 28, the last one. All royal orders were signed in the name of dash. Were the royal orders signed in the name of Lord Vitala, Goddess Pampadevi, Lord Virupaksha, or the ruler's name itself? All of these royal orders which were being issued, they were finally signed in the name of dash. Again, I would say a fairly simple answer because we've discussed this. Okay, the answer is option C, right? It's Lord Virupaksha. So usually all of these royal orders in any other kingdom, while they're being issued, they are signed off with the ruler's name itself. Yeah, like whoever is issuing the orders, their name is written down. But in the case of Vijayanagara Empire, they are like true devotees of Lord Virupaksha, like true devotion, right? So that is why they always made it a point to sign off with Lord Virupaksha's name. Okay, I think that brings us to the end of Menti quiz for today. Again, there's no point looking at the leaderboard because everybody did well and Menti had a glitch in itself. So yeah, so congratulations everyone. So everybody did a good job. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Yash. I get that. Like Menti just messed up over today. But like hota hai, like we can't do anything about it. Yeah. Huge firms like Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp have shut down a couple of days back. If y'all remember that incident, like very recently, like two weeks back, right? So like Menti quizzes and all these are very like small organizations. So like there's no surprise they have glitches. Cool. Guys, again, like it's like technical fault today, so like don't just keep comparing about your positions with regards to the Menti quiz. Everybody did well, honestly, because most of the answers were right by everybody, like except a couple, like a one or two. So like chillax, don't take tension about that. Okay, cool. So how was the quiz, guys? Like was it fairly easy, or like do you all need to be tough from the next time? I don't know, like I thought it was a fair distribution of questions, like some tricky, some easy. Okay, Utkarsh says moderate. Okay, fair enough, Utkarsh. Thanks for responding. Okay, cool. So I think that's the end of the quiz as well as today's class, and by this we have officially come to the end of term 1 syllabus per se. Yeah, so from next week, so this is Friday, so I'll see you guys on Monday again. So from Monday we can do all of these like random things, right? Like we don't have to follow a particular order per se from Monday. We can do mentees whenever we want. We can do one shot revisions. We can do maps, or I don't know, we can do like normal revisions again. We can do anything we want. So just giving you a heads up, if there are any suggestions you want, like you want me to do in terms of like the next class being a mentee, or like map pointing or revisions, notes, anything, you're all free to suggest me, right? So according to that we can build our sessions. So we have a free choice now. Yeah, so that's the advantage we have. Anyways, so I'll try to like wind this session up, but in case you'll have any questions or concerns / suggestions for next class, just put them down in the chat box. Yeah, so I was talking about the plus and iconic subscriptions in the beginning of the class. So there's a special offer going on right now. It's an extended festive offer and it's valid till 25th of October, which is the next Monday. So if you use the code, which is TUM10, you'll obviously get a 10% off straight away. But if you do it before 25th of October, you'll get an additional 10% off. So it's a limited offer. Go grab yours before the offer ends. And thank you so much guys for tuning in again. And aside from that, if you like the content of these videos and if you all want more of them, please do like the video after the live stream ends. Comment down below, share it as much as possible, and also subscribe to the channel Unacademy and scholars in particular. Right? Thank you guys. Thanks so much again. Yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday at 6 p.m. Yeah. I'll just hang around for a couple of seconds in case anybody has any questions or suggestions. But other than that, the session is officially over. You all are free to leave. Yeah. Okay. Guys, in case there are no questions, you all can leave. But in case there are any, I'll just hang on. You can ask. It can be related to anything, right? Like quizzes, chapters, like this chapter, or like the whole of term 1 syllabus, anything. Okay. Okay, I think there are no further questions. Then we can end this. Okay, Pradyuman says bye. Bye, Pradyuman. Bye, Utkarsh. In fact, bye, everyone. Yeah. So it's weekend tomorrow, like Saturday and Sunday. So like, have a good weekend. Have fun, but like, stay safe in these tough times. I'll see you guys again on Monday for, I don't know, I have to plan what to teach on Monday. We can have like fun sessions also if that is okay, like quick revisions or like marathons also we can have if you think you need them, or like we can have like a mega mentee quiz on Monday, like anything which is suitable, right? So yeah, we'll do that from Monday. I'll see you then. Until then, have a good weekend and stay safe. Bye everyone. Bye bye.